Hello there. Like I said in my previous video, I will show you how to add ARKit Blenshapes to your VRoid model. And this will be the free version because there is a paid add-on, HANA tool, which some of you may be familiar with. But there is also a free one, which is NEB Lite, and I'm going to be using it today. And I use it on all of my models, and it works. It works great. Alright, so this is the plugin. And to download it, you need to input a price. You can put 0 here, or you can put however much you want to pay. And you press Get Now. And on this screen right here, you will input your email address. And here you can put your name or nickname or whatever you want to be shown as to the creator. And click Checkout Now. And over here, you will press View Content. And from this, you will download, obviously, NEB Lite, this one here. You will also get the reference model. The one you get depends on what VRoid version you are using. So if you're using version 1.27.0 or later, you will get this one. And if you are using an earlier version, you'll get the reference model from here. Your VRoid version can be checked in the corner right here. You can see it says VRoid Studio 2.1.5. So I would need to get this reference model. Now, depending on what app you're gonna be tracking your model with, you may need the Blendshape Clipmaker add-on. This is not necessary for everything. For example, I use VRoid, and it's not necessary to use that at all, but I know that VC Face needs it. Well, not necessarily this. You can do what this tool does manually, but it would take you a long time because you would need to do like 50 blend shape clips, and this tool can do it automatically for you. I will get it anyways, even though I don't need it, so that I can show you how to use it. All right, and theoretically, there are Unity VRoid templates included, but I found them to be a little bit buggy, especially the VRM1 version. I recommend using VRM0 anyways. Even if you're just working on your model, I recommend just using VRM0 and maybe later converting that to VRM1 if you need that for some reason. But I found VRM0 to just be more stable. And theoretically, you could get this, but I prefer to download the add-on that this template includes separately. So if you want to get that, just don't be weirded out if your Unity will look different than mine. So the add-on that I mean is UniVRM. And that template scene is supposed to contain UniVRM already. However, I prefer to get it separately, like I said, and set up my own scene, my own project. And right here, I will get this VRM0 version by pressing download. All right, and you will obviously need Unity. You'll need to get the Unity Hub, which you get from the main Unity page by pressing download here, and download for Windows. And you will need to download that. And after the exe file is downloaded, you'll just double click it and go through all of the steps. And you will need a Unity editor. The editor that the person who made this plugin used is this version 2022.2.17. However, I am on a different Unity version. I use the one that VRchat needs because I don't see a point in having multiple versions, and I found that the plugin works just fine. However, if you're using a different Unity version than this and you're experiencing issues, then you may just get this version, and you get it by pressing install here and open Unity Hub, and right here a window will pop up and you will untick Microsoft Visual Studio. You don't need that. You barely ever need that unless you're doing some fancy stuff. It is not needed for working with VRM models at all or with VRChat models. And you will just press install here. Now, after you have everything downloaded, you will need to export your VRoid model. So go ahead here and export as VRM. And something that is very important that this plugin requires to work is for you to expand the reduce polygons section and untick delete transparent meshes. This is going to make your polygon count jump up very high, but it shouldn't be that much of a problem, at least for VRMs for VTubing. That shouldn't be that much of a problem. This is needed because the way that the blend shapes that will be copied are set up, it is required for every single vertex to be the same on every single model. And unticking this box ensures that that's the case. And also don't mess with any of the sliders here. And you can go ahead and export. Like I said, VRM0 because that's what I'm working with. And that's what I prefer to work with, and I recommend you work with that as well. And right here you will name your file to be whatever you want. You will put your name here. And whatever else that you may need. I recommend you put version because Unity will complain if the version is missing. A version can be a number, it can be text, it can be whatever you want. And mark whatever applies and click export. Alright, and after everything is done, you will need to open your Unity Hub and you will need to press New Project. Right here, pick 3D and you can pick a location where you want that saved. You can name it whatever you want and pick, if you have multiple editors installed, you can pick which editor to use. Like I said, I'm using a different editor version than the person who made this plugin. That is because I'm using the one that VRChat uses. And press Create Project, which is hidden by me right now. It's behind me here. It's a blue box, you'll know. And it will start to open. The first time you open a project, it takes a little bit, so just be patient and wait. Alright, and our scene is open. I am working on the default Unity layout, and if you use the template that the plugin maker provided, your Unity is not going to look like this. So what you're gonna do if you want to follow my tutorial and have your Unity look the same is go to Window, Layouts, and Default. And this is gonna reset your layout to be identical to mine. And now, what you want to do, if you use the template, you should already see the UniVRM plugin in the stop bar right here. I don't have it because I'm not using the template. So what I'm gonna do is click Assets, Import Package, Custom Package, and right here I will pick the UniVRM and click Open. When this window shows up, click All just to make sure and import. Okay, and these two folders showed up, so that means it has installed. And at the top you can see this Uni GLFT and VRM0, which is what we need. And let's go to Assets again. Import Package, Custom Package, and we need to import NEB Lite, obviously. If you use the template, NEB Lite may already be here, but it's just gonna show you up with a window that says, hey, you already have this thing, and you know, so you don't need to worry about that. If you're not sure if you already have NEB Lite or not, just go ahead and import it, and it may just show you a window saying that, hey, it's already here, you don't need to import it again. And again, Assets, Import Package, Custom Package, and this time the blend shape clip maker. Like I said, this is not necessary for all models. It is necessary for VRM zeros that you want to use in VC Face. That I know for sure. I don't know about other programs. I know VRoid doesn't need it, but I'm not sure about other programs out there. If you follow all of these steps besides the clip maker, and your VRM is not working with the advanced face tracking, the ARKit face tracking, then you know you should probably use that add-on. I will show you actually Assets, Import Package, Custom Package, and I will import something I already have. See, nothing to import, all assets from this package are already in your project, so just press X. And right now you can import the models. So go to VRM0 at the top here, Import, and pick the reference model. I like to create folders for the models and save. Alright, and here we go, we have models, and this is the reference model. So I'll actually rename this to just say the reference model. And now we can import your model, the one that you're gonna be using. I'm using this ARKit tutorial one. Okay, and now everything that we need is in our Unity project. So I will expand this triangle right here. And this is our scene, our hierarchy. And this window right here is called the hierarchy. And we will need to drag our models and the NEB Lite add-on onto here. So open the reference folder and drag the model here. This is the model. And do the same to your model. And open NEB Lite. And this box right here, you also need to drag. Like I said, if you need to use the Blenshape Clip Maker, go to NEB Lite add-on, Blenshape Clip Maker, and drag this here as well. Alright, and when this is done, you will click NEB Lite right here. And in this first box right here, which is called Blendshape Transfer Script, for the source model, you need to drag the reference model, and for the target model, your model. So right here, and copy Blenshapes. And as you can see, Blenshapes have been successfully copied, so just press EA. If you didn't untick the delete transparent meshes, you will be met with an error and it's not gonna let you copy Blenshapes. So you're gonna need to re-export your model again with the correct settings. Alright, and if that is all you need, if you don't need the clip maker, go to VRM, export, and make sure that the export route is set to your model. Exporting is very important because if you don't export, then Unity is not going to save your Blenshapes. Even if you save your project, your Blenshapes aren't going to be saved. This is just how this add-on works, and you would need to do it all over again if you didn't export your model right here. So here I will change it to 1.0 ARKit. Once again, you can make sure all of the information is alright and click export. Save it wherever you want. I'm gonna save it in my downloads folder. And now you can put that model wherever you want and it's gonna work. You can even see here when you expand this and click on face. And go to Blenshapes and expand those. As you can see, here we have all of the normal Blenshapes that VRM comes with. But you also have all of the ARKit Blenshapes, as well as additional ones that the creator of this plugin included. So for example, teeth and this mouth movement, some additional eye movement. One thing that is very important to say, if you modified your model's base expressions, so these, if you modified them, the plugin isn't going to take that into account because it doesn't take your expressions. It takes the base expressions on the base model that you're referencing from. So those expressions right here are not going to be the same as those right here. And same with the eyes and the eyebrows. Handy to have eyes separate, however, they're not going to be identical to your model if you modified your expressions. They're going to be identical to the reference model. Alright, so if you need Blendshape clips, what are even Blendshape clips? If you click on the folder that contains your model, so right here, and you go to the folder titled Blenshapes, so it's gonna be the third one, you have your Blendshape clips and the main Blendshape file. As you can see right now, there's not a lot of things here. There are the basic ones, which are vowels. Here is a preview window. I'm gonna make it bigger. Where you can see the preview of all of those expressions. Those four are gonna be empty for VRoids because VRoid use bone movement to control eye look. So those are gonna be empty and that's normal. You don't need to put anything in them. You could create Blendshape clips manually by clicking Create Blendshape clip, naming it whatever name you want, clicking here, expanding face, and doing those for all of the inner brows, all of the eyes, all of the ARKit needed things. Not the mouth movement, no, that's not necessary. All of the ARKit things are needed. However, of course, no one really wants to do it for 42 times, I think, or 50 times. So we can simplify and make the process faster And we can use the Blendshape Clip Maker. So click on it right here, drag your model into the model window and load model. And here you can pick everything that will have a Blendshape clip selected. You can untick the ones you don't want. So for example, those we already have, so I could untick that. If I do use this Blendshape Clip Maker, I just go ahead and generate everything. Because I consider it easier to later delete the Blenshapes from the Blendshape folder utilizing the search function, because here there is no search and you can't really untick everything, which I wish was an option. Right here, click update Blendshape clip file. This is gonna take some time because it's quite a heavy process, and we can see it's a success. And as you can see, a lot more of those Blendshape clips have appeared. And if we go to the main file, which is Blendshape, you can see all of them are here. It's a mess of all of the things. I would say make sure that your natural expression that you want to have as default kinda is at the top. It may not always be as element 0. It may not always be, so just go ahead and make sure it is. And like I said before, if you want to delete some of them, you can go to list and you can click on whatever you want, right click and delete. Or you can, from here, you can select everything that you don't want. I'm gonna select more files so that you can see then the nulls better. And here, click the main Blenshapes, and as you can see, so many nulls have appeared. So, you know, you can delete them later from the list, or you can just untick them. As you can see, this is what they will look like. So very easy to spot. And again, once you are done deleting the Blenshapes that you don't want, make sure to, if you want to do that, make sure to keep all of the face tracking ones. Obviously, ARKit tracking, there are lists online of all of the Blenshapes. So just make sure to keep those. And after you're done deleting everything from here and from the files, go ahead and export your model as normal. And as you can see, if you were to close Unity, it will give you a reminder that your Blenshapes will not be saved. So you will need to export your model if you want to ensure that they are saved. Alright, and that's everything. Like I said, it's very easy, very quick to do. 5 minutes and you're done. This video is longer than 5 minutes because I like to explain everything that I do. But yeah, it's very easy and makes your face tracking way better than it would be previously with the previous models. I can actually import those models into my scene here, and I can show you. Alright, so this is the one with the ARKit tracking. As you can see, I can like move my eyebrows in more ways, like separately. I can't really do it IRL, so it's kind of hard to explain. But yeah, it is way better face tracking than you would have previously. And I will now show you the one without face tracking. Alright, and this is the same model, just without ARKit tracking, and as you can see, it's very basic. I can't move my mouth as much. I can't move my mouth at all, to be honest. Plus, eyebrows are obviously static, they don't move. So, like I said, ARKit tracking is a very cool thing. Totally recommend using it. Very cool.